Hello, how y'all doing today? You can see our little money tree sitting out there in the partial sun, and the other trees near it. And they're not going to get names for a while. But I guess I just want to have a talk. I've been having an attack of self-confidence lessness, and so I've been feeling unmotivated. What if we can stop? Let you guys look at the tree. The tree's beautiful. And my hands, da da da. Anyway, just a lack of motivation because I'm not sure. I mean, I don't. Well, you can't see it anymore. You hear the noise though. Alright. Okay. First things first. I recorded 48 minutes of the first chapter of this book, and I am going to delete that 48 minutes. I'm unsatisfied with my reading, and it's too long. It's gosh darn dang diddly too long. So, I'm going to delete it. I'm going to reread this book 20 minutes at a time. I'm going to try to keep my videos around 20 to 30 minutes. I also feel uncomfortable and lack confidence because I don't like the way my channel looks with the intermission. So this video will remain. This video will be called intermission or something like that, and I'm going to continue to finish this book, which isn't getting a very any reception whatsoever, which is making my confidence go, okay, is it because I give too much of my own opinion? Is it the subject matter? Is it the fact that I don't even know how to find my audience? Maybe I'm not really trying to look for an audience, but it just fills my mind with these nightmares of, well, hell, I can't get anybody to look at it. My kids probably won't look at it. Nobody's going to look at it. No one's going to care. Well, fine. That's part of my practice, is to accept this on a deep level. None of this effort I'm putting into giving education to help strengthen the mind, to help one learn to work with themselves and seek their wisdom. It doesn't matter. What's that? Math. Math from a long time ago. Gas and shit. Oh, I had a car. I had a car when I wrote this. I haven't had a car in, well, 2018? Yeah. So, I'm not earning subscribers, and I don't know how to generate interest with the ones that I have, who are precious to me. And I want the channel to look nicer, you know, more organized. I shouldn't do this fiction book until I finish this one. And I guess I'm still down in the dumps, because, man, I I don't feel hyper. I don't feel chipper. I'm not all excited. I'm quite literally worried about my trees. And I'm worried about family. How sad they are. How I wish we could have enjoyed each other's company and had goals, had things we did together. But part of my depression is that all the things I want to do are utterly lame. Because I just wanted to enjoy living, I guess. And I also wanted to escape from it all, too. So I did a lot of escaping. Now, they're adults. They live with their father. I have a grandchild. She lives there in the house also. And they don't have anything that they enjoy together. And it hurts my heart. You have to try to be loving. You have to learn how to let go of resentment. And the way you color yourself and the way you color others. You have to try to find a way to look around that. I wish my family healing. I wish your family healing. I wish you healing. I'm in a state of sadness because it's impossible for me to be with my granddaughter or my daughter or my son, you know, and even when I'm with my ex-husband, I still feel the love, real love that I have, even for him. I want my children to understand that they have the ability to believe in themselves and to grow in that. All the things I couldn't teach them. So, I never got to play school and teach them how to read or teach them how to think or teach anything. And that's the passion. The love passion behind these videos is, well, fine. If they wouldn't let me do it, if I had no agency to had no joining and no agency and no support and no fucking desire to do what I wanted to do because I'm lame and boring, then I'll do it anyway. I'll do it anyway. And I have all these wild fantasies built in this pain. I want to make chess tutorials, goddammit. I want to make guitar instruction, everything that I ever wanted to teach. I want to. It's kind of like I feel like I've been alienated my whole life. Alienated and outside of love, not wanted, not known. That's how I feel. Is it some kind of sickness? Oh my gosh, can I take a pill and forget that that's how I feel? No. But everything that I'm made of, Everything that caused me to help myself is in my library. It's here. It's learning to look at the world objectively, subjectively, it's learning to have a broad education, not specialty, but a broad education, and you learn your intelligence all around in a big circle. And nobody's interested, naturally, and nobody cares. It's just human, and I care. So I wanted to make this great noble human effort to leave all these essential instructions for life and operate your brain and master your spirit, just in case anybody might be interested. The problem is, just like with ballet, just like when you see the beautiful, poised and decisive movements that they make, you should see their feet through training. You should see the broken feet, the broken ankles. You should see the pain. It's probably boring too. Do the pirouette, 5, 50, 20, perfection. Shit. I'm not trying to go for that. I'm trying to spend time. Granted, I am talking one-sided to an imaginary audience, but hey, you could be that audience. And if the audience has conversation, I can talk to you. Make the video and talk to you. Say, hey, so-and-so, you said such and such. Thank you very much. I appreciate that encouragement. Well, that's my own psychotic fantasy right now. Alright. I've gone through a few different emotions, haven't I? Yeah. Guitar tutorials. I could teach her, my granddaughter, that is, how to read music. I think that'll be important after the apocalypse. Of course, if we all go nuclear war, well then, the electronics will be worthless and these videos will never be found. Nobody will know how boring I am anyway. But I think one major thing that we have no contact with in this modern day is just a few slow moments. We have very little contact. We talk about it. The present awareness, oh my god, we're beating everything else. No, yeah, whatever. But can you be here? How long can you be here? How long can you just have coffee, or just have this sad emotion, or just have this place where I'm depressed right now because I'm feeling lack of confidence because I don't know how to build an audience. I don't even know what to say for myself. Because what I say for myself isn't very interesting. But what I left behind, very interesting. I write very well. Yeah, GPT says so. Yes, folks, I had ChatGPT boost my ego and tell me that, hey, your writing is well structured. It deals with this and this and this. I'm like, thank you. But I don't trust him. I think he's just there to boost my ego and all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a piece of bad writing, whether mine or, well, actually, yeah, well, it should be mine. I shouldn't be picking on somebody else's writing. I should find a piece of bad writing and put it in there and ask him to give me an analysis. Wonder if he'll tell me the truth then. It doesn't matter. We come to understand intelligence certainly doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to engage and talk about it. And then at the end of the day, you start studying good old Zen masters. And you find out that bonsai tree's where it's at. I'm sorry that nobody is actually taking in the brainwashing and conditioning and that. But I have a piece of information for you. Piece of decent information. So, oh, I forget what cult leader it is. Teal Swan, probably. So, I suppose a bunch of her fellow leaders. Okay, well, let's not name the cult. Some cult, right? I think I am right. And when their leaders were packing up and leaving, and people had a camera because there was a documentary, and they got a frame of one of the books that their leader instructor people's reads, and it is Influence, a Cialdini book on influence and persuasion, sales techniques. It's a very common book used by salesmen and con artists. And aren't you guys the luckiest people ever? Because that book is in Granny's library. And you're gonna find it boring and informative, probably. I think my reading has to improve. I'm sorry I don't do it enough. I mean, the object of this is to try to get it done before I die. But it in no way means that I'm going to die when it's done. But if I don't do it more regularly, you know, oh yay, another thing I failed at. What a thing to take with you to the afterlife. I just figure that if Grandma reads it to you and talks about it, you might learn quickly, less difficult, be able to come up with your own topic to learn from it, you know? Like, here's an opportunity. Now, as boring as it is, it's high-grade knowledge to put it toward your self-help, your self-improvement, your spiritual growth, your human glory. If you want it, it's tools. I can't tell you how to be, because this world just falls right apart in your little fingers every time you try to fix it. There's no fixing it, there's no changing it, there's no blaming others. There's work with yourself. Find tools, make tools, examine tools. Pretty soon you can use your own fingers, whatever. Anyway, we're hitting our 20-minute mark. So if you are one of the 2 viewers who looked at the last video, the first chapter of this book, I'm deleting it, and I will be re-recording it part 1 and part 2 style at a later date. I'm not interested in it. I'm still interested in this one, which we barely touched, and we'll be able to continue our conversation with learning about Mr. P.F. Skinner. So that's that. Alright, thank you for your time. Thank you for being my subscribers and viewers. Especially thank you for liking my bonsai videos. They're very fun, and they're very sad, because I'm not doing very well. And have a good night.